Okie dokies, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Funkay, he is a lovely dude indeed. Taldrim Alter LE here. So, yes, indeed, Mr. Funkay is indeed Mao's bro, so we will have mouzHasu going to be spawning here as the yellow Protoss over in the bottom right-hand corner. And down to the bottom left, we do have Mr. Mao's... God damn it, you were going to make me say Mao's bro again. Nope, Mr. Funkay, the brother of Mao's Manor, going to be spawning here as the Green Terran. It's not a best of 3 that I know of. Let me check the tournament tree and the rules. We're currently in round 2. Best of 1 for the first round, rest is best of 3. Oh yes, it is a best of 3! Haha! You are far cleverer than I. Okay, so these guys having some banter. I need to get my overlay on. And it's not currently 1-0, it's currently 0-0. So we have a best of 3 here between Funkay and Mana, which is awesome. Okay. So again, huge thanks for joining me, guys. Bit last minute, but, you know, I'm here to entertain and here to do a bit of casting. So, we do have Mr. Funkay going to be spawning here, going to be walling off a little bit, trying to deny his opponent scouting off said gases. Normally, this will end up meaning kind of a 1-gate expand, but it looks like Funkay here going to be getting a little bit of gas, trying to deny the pro from getting in, so he won't be able to know there's gas, so he may end up sticking on one base for a little bit longer than he should do, and okay. So meanwhile, Mr. Hasu going to be scouting down into the bottom left-hand corner very, very quickly. Throwing that pylon down there very quickly as well, actually, to spot the extremities of his base. Probably wants to know if a Reaper's going to be hopping up anytime soon, and that's pretty much the principal idea behind this very, very early pylon in this position. As this is not the updated version. What in the hell is going on? Okay, so we can have Reapers coming up there as well, which wouldn't be that useful. Oh, dear me. Okay, so Funkay, meanwhile, will poke around. He has scouted out his opponent. Does have this fully walled off, and we do have a tech lab going down. So he may end up actually going for a Reaper expand here, and it is going to be spotted quite nicely by Hasu. Meanwhile, this SCV scouting everything out in the base right now. Does see the Cybernetics core going down, but does not, more importantly, see this pylon. So the pylon will give him very nice warning, but at the same time, he's not even going for a Reaper expand. Oh, god damn it. Okay, just going for 1 Rax Marauders with concussive. You know, it could have been Reapers. Yeah, it could have been. He could have been going Reapers and then going into a factory and then going for some Banshee tech. But he's just trying to elude every single bit of casting that I do go for. And we'll put poking in here. Will he see the Marauder? He sees the Marauder, so now he knows what's up. A Reaper on the way as well? What in the... Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have Marine Reaper. He basically just wants to make every unit from this barracks as quickly as possible. That's what's happening right now. Yeah. So, he does have the command center on the way. It's a little bit of a weird 1 barracks expand here, but nothing too ridiculous. Ultimately, you know, he's going to have these units. This composition just in general is fantastic for keeping him kind of safe against kind of that 1-gate expand, 1-gate pressure that we do sometimes see. This Zealot very, very quickly over there with Stalkers rallied behind it. Along with this bunker in tow, we'll be able to fend anything off like that. Looks like Mr. Hasu setting up pylons in order to be able to go for an expansion as well. He does have these 2 gateways down on the way. And, you know, it's because the fact that he did deny that his opponent, look at that, very, very nicely spotting that Reaper with this pylon, will be able to, nice probe control, doesn't lose a single probe, and oh, dear me, indeed, cool micro, expansion going to be going down. Nice play there by Hasu. Funkay reeling, although he does have his 2 initial Marauders out, so 2 Marauders in a bunker will be quite strong indeed. mouzHasu, though, may be gearing up for some quite strong 3-gate pressure here. This expansion was ever so slightly delayed. That being said, he did see the fact that there are 3 gateways here, just not the fact that they are actually warping into the warp gates, but he has to know the timing anyway. So I'm actually surprised he hasn't thrown down a second bunker. It looks like he did want to, but at the same time, these Stalkers are going to be pushing in. Is he going to be able to get the repair? I think he will do. Trying to get as many of these SCVs as he possibly can do. He does lose one of the Zealots, but I don't think that's going to be as cost-effective as Funkay would have liked to have. Oh dear me. Oh, the bunker actually does fall. Oh my god. There isn't actually a reinforcing pylon at the front here, so he won't be able to continue this aggression. But he actually did quite a bit of damage there. If you go to the units workers kill tab, he did lose 4 or 5 workers in that engagement. So that was very, very nice play there by Hasu. And he will come out ahead ever so slightly. Unit counting station right now does show 30 probes to 24 SCVs. So even things up quite nicely there by Mr. Hasu. Controlling watchtowers for now. Stim going to be finished anytime soon, but at the same time, Mr. Funkay has been powering out barracks, so he will be getting a few more Marines on the way very, very quickly. Going to be taking up to the starport in a second as well. For now, though, oh, excuse me, do apologise. Forge is on the way, as well as Robo Facility, so we'll be getting out those upgrades, and may even stick to Immortals. And more now we're seeing Immortals just become really, really useful, just in pretty much any metagame. Any matchup even. Oh my god. I do apologise, guys, for my nose. It's just terrible. I don't know why it starts when I'm casting, but there you go. So we do have the rocks going to be broken down very, very quickly here for Mr. Hasu. Looks like he wants to move out to the middle of the map. These stalkers will have to fall back. So this is a pretty scary army. I mean, he has enough force fields here to be actually able to hold this off with relative ease. Mr. Funkay for now, poising for a little bit of an attack, but Hasu not going to be having any of that by the looks of things, warping in units furiously, getting the armor upgrade, which is oh so essential when going up against Bio. And will Mr. Funkay actually do anything from here? Looks like he's just poising. Looks like he just wants to chill out, see what's going on. Reactor going down, starport on the way. +1 weapons going out very, very quickly for Funkay. Hopefully we'll see him throw down a second engineering bay. I really, really love it when Terrans go for double eBay, especially the kind of bomber style of double eBaying, like one at the 5-minute mark, one at the 10-minute mark. You can be very, very safe, and at the same time you can really power up those upgrades to keep up with the Protoss if they're kind of chrono boosting. Just 1 forge, 2 forges is a bit, a bit weird, but yeah, oh well. So, do have the Twilight Council on the way, 2nd gateway, what am I on about, 2nd gateway, 5th gateway going down here. Looks like he wants to grab a very, very quick 3rd for Mr. Hasu. Meanwhile, he has seen that his opponent does want his quick 3rd as well, Factory heading out to do a little bit of scooting, and he sees the 3rd going down, as well as the fact that starport production has begun. So, is that going to dictate his tech path? Because right now, he sees the fact that his starport's gone down, and he immediately throws down a Twilight Templar Archives. Now, we've seen a lot of kind of high Templar, high Jinx from Hasuobs, just in general. It's something that he kind of favours a lot in this matchup, but he is no stranger to the Colossus either, so that could have potentially influenced his decision, just because there is Hasu or Hasuobs? Yes, he is. What was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, because he's seen the starport, he knows his opponent has access to Vikings super, super quick if he so desires. So why not go for that Templar Archives? He hasn't scouted any Ghost Academy just yet, so there's no reason to not go for that high Templar craziness. But at the same time, though, this is a rather scary army. Going to be providing high ground vision with these medevacs, and will be able to take out this pylon. Is he going to be able to do much more than this? Archons have already warped in. He has a lot of force fields left in here. +2 is on the way. Charge going to finish up in just a second. So that means Mr. Hasuobs will just wait for that. Funkay will have to retreat, as that charge would have actually ripped these guys apart. They do have the +1 weapons, so for now the +1 armor is negated ever so slightly. But he still does have the Guardian Shield potential in there, so they're still very, very brutally strong indeed. Nexus is going down for Hasu, and for now, looks like Mr. Mana is going to be... Mr. Hasu, god damn it. Hasu is going to be sharking around. Sorry, every time I think of Funkay, I always think of Mana because it's his brother. So, I just kind of say it. Oh dear me, catching this at a very opportunistic time here. Mr. Funkay will be forced to lift. He may even get the kill if he can keep laying down these force fields. He has quite a... Oh dear me, I don't think he's going to get the repair on that in time. And... he does not, and it goes down. Nice play there by Hasu. Will have to retreat back as quickly as possible while securing his 3rd. So nice play there by Hasu right now. Funkay in a little bit of a bad shape. He did start up a Ghost Academy. Is it finished? Looks like this unit's swinging around here to try and intercept this force. This force may be completely sacrificed at this point. And I don't know This is going to be very, very difficult for Hasu to actually win. Nice splitting up of units. We'll try and sandwich these as quickly as possible. Hasu realizes, though, that he's splitting up his units and does take a little bit of a poke at that initial bunch. We'll be able to stim up, catching a few of these Zealots off. Nice force fields will shut that down for now. Doesn't want to push through there. I mean, there is a gap, but pushing through there means you can kind of subject half of your army to being sandwiched off that much easier. So very, very dicey to do that. Funkay doesn't want to commit to that too much. He must know that there's some kind of observer around here, though, because the only reason Hasu was able to dance back and forth, avoiding this army from, you know, sandwiching them or cutting him off, was because of this observer. So he's got to know. Meanwhile, though, Psystorm has finished up. He will... Does he have enough energy for Psystorms, though? He does have enough energy! Nice! Storm already goes off first! And, oh, the other Storm's not so great, but at the same time, the Zealot's doing a huge amount of damage to this Bioforce. There's just not enough damage coming out from these guys, especially with that Guardian Shield that was having a little bit of coverage on those Zealots initially, but second off, it doesn't really matter, as they now do have +2 armor. GG for Game 1, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for Game 2 in just a second.